Someone said, you don't drown by falling in water. You drown by staying in there. This is what we'll be talking about on today's episode of Someone Said. So stick around. To drown in sea or to drown in any form of water, one of these 5 things must happen. You either do not possess the experience to swim, or you get tangled in an obstacle. You probably did quit, or you stopped swimming because you got tired. And finally, you let the fear of the unknown, the fear of evil to happen, engulf you, so you perish in that water. Like I said, you don't drown by falling in water. You drown by staying in there. Of those 5 statements or those 5 possibilities that I've mentioned, which of them do you let handicap you? Which of them do you let put shackles on your hands and on your feet? Which of them do you let stop you from progressing? Or in what are you drowning and you seem to not have hope for an outcome, a positive outcome? So I want to tell you a few things, a few steps that you need to take to succeed. One of the steps I'll be discussing with you is to be battle ready. Be battle ready even before the war starts. There is nothing wrong in learning as you go, learning on the job. But the more experience you get, the more knowledge you have, eliminates the possibility of drowning when you get into that water. So be battle ready. You immensely limit the risk of drowning, if you have the knowledge and experience of the water you're getting into. So I tell you, be battle ready. Secondly, I'll say do not get too deep into the water before testing the waters. Embrace little mistakes. Embrace little setbacks. All it does is give you the strength to forge ahead. It gives you the ability to pull yourself up or pull yourself out in bits. Diving straight into it might get you drowned. Test the waters. Learn your skill, even at the planning stage. And remember, it is easier to fix little mistakes, little errors, little setbacks, and little pull downs than it is to fix a huge error. So as you encounter these little errors, fix them. All it does, like I said, is give you more strength. The third step will be to pay attention to your work and work surroundings. Everywhere you go, everything you come across, every endeavor you set out, pay attention to details. Do not overlook any form of detail. And this is where you get strength and where you learn things to do and not to do. Overlooking little details will come around to bite you really hard. To avoid being beaten, to avoid drowning, pay attention to your surroundings. pay attention to little details. The fourth step that I want to discuss is fear. You need to realize that fear is only false evidence appearing real. And I'll advise that you identify that fear and do everything possible to make sure your fear or what you fear does not manifest. And even if it does, remember it is false. You can overturn it. There is always a solution to every problem. Finding that solution is what is your task at that point. And lastly, never you settle for defeat. Remember that you only fail when you quit. And like I've always said in my previous videos, no quitter wins a thing. Do not quit. Keep fighting to keep your head above waters. You will never drown as long as you keep your head above waters. So keep fighting to survive. If you paid attention enough, you will realize that every of the 5 opening statements I made had a you factor in it, which means you are the only one that can determine if you survive or if you drown. It is only you who can decide to keep your dream alive. So what is it to you? Do you have a dead dream, or do you have one that can stay afloat? You are that action behind the dream. Live your dream, fight for it, and keep surviving. Don't drown. And that is my little piece for you today. It is still someone said, and I want to thank you for being part of this community. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, click on the subscribe button. And remember to click on the notification bell. That is the only way you get notified each time I post a video. Also like and share these videos. You never know who it might help. You never know who needs this word. Send it. And finally, I am still that humble friend of yours. That boy, that voice behind your mind that pricks you and gives you that little nudge to keep working on yourself. You never stop growing. So keep working. And until next time, still that friend of yours, Oyetugaseyi, signing out for now.